Let's see. What did you miss from last time? Well, we got attacked in a back alley by a mysterious tiefling woman named Kara. She demanded to know something about a necklace, but I have no idea what she's talking about. After having a polite discussion with some, let's say, back and forth banter, we decided to take our conversation to somewhere more quiet. Meanwhile, Felix and Kai were off distracting the guards, which turned out, let's just say it didn't. We moved on to the tavern and got some information from Kara about the whereabouts of Sava, the niece of Just Luck. Turns out she's working with the parents, and she let us know that chaos magic is much more dangerous than we thought. I don't like working with strangers, and I don't know how much I trust this car girl just yet. I guess we'll see what happens.
So where we last left off, you met Kara, as she tried to relieve you of the necklace that had fallen off of Just. After back and forth, negotiating, mistrust, pickpocketing attempts, disorderly moments in front of guards, and potion bottle realizations, you made your way to the Starlit Stew Pot, where you were finally able to come to a general consensus. Kara, hired by Savalox's parents, wants to find Saba, and is not afraid to break a few rules to do so. But she believes, for whatever reason she has yet to reveal, that she needs the necklace by her side while she does it. So she invited you along on her investigation, and after some discussion, you agreed to meet her in the morning, where, so she claimed, she would find you. After a night of maybe not the most comfortable rest you could have had, every now and then you hear a crash or a slip or a whoop outside your window, and then muttered cursing as patrons wander away from the tavern. But eventually the sun rises, and you slowly woke, made your way down to the main room of the tavern where Kara awaited you. You see in front of her is a steaming pile of eggs, some toast, and she has a tankard next to her. She looks up as you walk in. If you walk in, if any of you are going to have anything to do upstairs before you head down, now's the time.
Probably just be popping out of the potion bottle after taking my fourth short rest in there, attempting alchemy. Didn't work, but that's okay. To Kai waking up.
All right.
I slept like he did snore, I'm gonna be honest, on the floor. And so Felix definitely would have heard that for the time that he was awake and outside of his potion bottle. And so yeah,
Do you know you snore when you sleep?
it's been told several times.
That make No, it's fine. It didn't really matter. It makes it a little hard to meditate. But yeah. Well, they say that I'm supposed to meditate, but then I don't know. I just kind of like ball up and then think about life, and then I start asking questions out loud. So I don't know if that woke you up at all, but
No,
I guess it
no,
didn't
it
because you
didn't.
were snoring pretty loud.
Yeah, I tend to sleep pretty heavily.
Okay. Do you like eggs? I can smell eggs.
Um, Probably downstairs. I'm all right for the morning, but I do
Oh,
like eggs.
you don't like to eat food in the morning?
It's just this morning.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Do you have foods you like?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of
What's
things
your
I like.
favorite what's your favorite food?
My mom used to make this stew. Uh, I mean, it wasn't much, but I mean, it just we'd kill a chicken whenever it stopped laying eggs, and just
Chicken.
yeah.
And
I
what
don't
else
know.
was in the stew?
I don't know. She'd throw in potatoes. She make
Potatoes.
tomatoes. I don't know. Whatever she grew in her garden.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, I'll try to make it tomorrow.
Thank you.
What kitchen?
I will
Alright.
head as soon as I wake up. I will head downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I guess seeing Kara there, I will take a seat across from her.
Right. She just salutes you with her mug. Even she looks a little groggy-eyed in the morning. Um, not fully not fully there, but her gaze is still sharp. Where are the others?
On the way down.
Treos, what are you doing?
Um, before I head out, just lazily waking out of bed, stretching, yawning, and looking over the blank letter once again, just seeing if anything would change, just kind of hoping that he just figure out and get used to all this craziness that's going on. But with no luck, he just folds it back up in his pocket and gets ready to start the day.
Alright. As you fold up the letter, slip it back into your pocket, gather your stuff, head downstairs. You see, seated silently at the table, Kara and Reese. And not soon after, Kai and Felix will wander downstairs and see you guys. There's no one taking orders or anything, but you can go up to the counter and call for food. Order your own food if you'd like.
Whoa, you're the lady with the knife, huh? As I come bounding down the stairs.
Yes.
Sorry, I probably should have warned you about him.
No, no, no. I'm Kara.
Hi, I'm Felix. Um, uh, I'm glad that you decided not to use the knife anymore, because well, I guess you probably didn't know this. But my mom at least told me. Well, she's not actually my mom. She's my stepmom. I don't actually know my real mom. But she always told me that people with knives you can get hurt. Like if you're like cooking with knives. So if you put one up to their throat, that could actually hurt someone. So I just figured you want to know that because I didn't want you to accidentally hurt anyone.
You watch as she spins the knife that she got to eat her food with on the table, and then looks at you. I wouldn't want to hurt anyone.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that it could have accidentally happened. So maybe don't do that anymore.
Don't worry, I'm not in the habit of making accidents. If your friend
Good.
here had just given me the necklace, though, to be entirely honest, it'd be fine.
Oh, right. I was supposed to ask you about that. Why do you want the necklace?
Next time, you should just let him do all the interrogating. This is charming. I like this.
He has a little bit.
I want the necklace because the little girl who's missing, I think it can help us find her.
Why?
She goes back to her food.
Well, you know it's rude when you have a conversation. You're supposed to talk back. Oh, were you not taught to do that? I'm so sorry. So here. So basically, what you're supposed to do is if I ask you a question, you can just answer it.
The way I see it, we have three options. We can go to his house, look around there. We can ask around, see if anyone knows anything. We can go and talk to him, but I'm not entirely sure he will answer anything we have to say.
I'm confused. Who's him?
The man with the necklace who
He's
kidnapped
the
the
man
little
with
girl.
the necklace. He didn't. He wouldn't kidnap little girls. He doesn't make a habit of taking children away. I assume. I don't actually know. I've just
I
met him.
take back what I said about him interrogating everyone next time.
Felix, would you
You
like
see
me
this
to
big
send you?
smile come across Reese's face.
She pushes away her food and stands up. Are we going or not?
Are you just gonna waste that?
Help yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna start eating the food.
Is everyone down here at this point?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, what do you all want to do? You have some time to discuss while Felix eats his breakfast.
I'll get something to eat too.
You can easily order a plate of whatever breakfast foods you so desire. It'll come out to a couple copper.
Okay.
3 copper.
I will walk over to Reese and say, so, do we want to let her tell us what to do, or are we going to make demands?
Let's try and work hand in hand. And if that doesn't work, let's push her demands. I still don't trust her that much.
All right.
What are you thinking?
Well, someone needs to talk to Jess. Get
I
his
think-
side of everything.
Who's Jess?
Like I said,
So do we want to split up?
I don't know if that's the best with her or with us, but we did it last time and it was fine.
Are we out of earshot from Kara?
Oh, she's sitting at the table with you. Or standing in front of the table with you. You could have moved. You could, if you would prefer she doesn't hear this, you can have moved a little further away.
Yeah, just a little
Probably,
bit.
yeah.
So what's your name?
I'm Kara.
Okay, cool. I'm Felix. I don't know if I told you that already or not, but like it's probably fine. Yeah.
You really like to talk, don't you, Felix?
Well, yeah, I just feel like it's probably, like why would you not talk when you have that opportunity? Talking's kind of fun, and it lets you know everything that you can know about everybody and everything.
You
I
know
like to
all
learn
about
about
these guys,
things.
don't you?
Oh yeah, I could tell you so many things about them.
Do
What do you
tell.
want to know? Okay, that guy, he's the tiefling. He really likes chicken, potatoes, and tomatoes in his stew. He says that's pretty good because it reminds him of his mother. And then also the hairy guy, I think he said his name was Reese. He has an amulet that is his father's heir, or no, his grandfather's heirloom. And it's chaos magic. And it's like super, super powerful chaos magic in it. But yeah, he told me that I'm not supposed to tell you about that. Oh, sorry, that's a secret. So you can't tell him that I told you to. So just keep that a secret between you and me, because we're pretty good friends now. I take it. Um, and then the last one, I just think it's pretty interesting because he seems to sometimes he's like and then he's like, okay, I'm not going to be scared anymore.
At this point, she leans forward. Felix, I like you very, very much.
Thanks.
And then she's gonna push up and away from
I
the
like
table.
you too. Anyway, so what is your favorite type of thing to do when you're bored?
She's walking away.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
I actually had this really cool thing. I made this potion one time that if you pour it, and I'm not even talking to anyone at this point, and I pour it onto the fork, and the fork starts singing, just humming a slight tune. as I use the artificer ability, magical tinkering, to give a tiny non-magical object a property, and the property is that it's going to be slightly humming a tune.
All right, so as you sit there, you just finished your eggs, you pulled out your potion, and dropped a couple drops onto the fork, and you all listen. You pause in your conversation as you hear a slight with perfect vibrato, just humming a slight tune, and you all turn back to Felix. He's not moving. He's not singing. But the sound is coming from over there. As you pause, you notice that Kara has come up, and she looks at both of you. Are we ready to go? Have you decided where we're going?
We need to talk to Just at least a little bit. Don't know how we're going to do that, but
I can get you in. He's not going to talk.
I'm going to look at Treos and say, will he talk to you?
Well, a friend of a friend, he might have a couple words to say. But he might be willing to talk if anything comes up at his house. It might be something else he's hiding.
All right. Do we want to check his house before we talk to him then?
I believe it would be a good idea. Besides, it may get into prison at night a little easier. Something to consider.
Right. So then to his house to see if there's any other similar magic to this or anything that goes along with this necklace, amulet, whatever you want to call it.
You mean more chaos magic?
Yes.
The necklace is chaos magic.
Yeah. So we'll see what's up with that. See if there's anything that can tell us more about it.
All right.
Wait, why'd you guys go to a different table? I just realized that. This is so weird. You guys are all I mean, this isn't the first time it's happened to me. I don't know why this keeps happening, but you got it's always people. There's like we're all sitting at one table, and then I sit down, and then people get like bored or distracted or whatever, and they got to get up. And I get it. It totally makes sense.
We just wanted to let you eat in peace.
Oh, I don't need to eat in peace. I like talking to people, actually. Is that why people do that?
Yes.
That makes sense. I have to let people know that I actually don't want them to leave while I'm eating food. I like talking to people while I'm eating.
We'll keep it in mind, Felix. Now, you
Good.
ready to get out?
Absolutely. Where are we going?
Stop by a friend's house.
Oh, we get to go see a friend? What's his name? Or what's their name? Or what's her name?
We'll find out when we get there.
Oh, we haven't met this friend yet?
Kinda. It depends.
You haven't.
So we don't know their name.
You don't know their name.
We do. It's just a surprise.
Oh, okay. Are they like my age or
No.
No.
okay. That's fine. Not a big deal. I got along really well with all my father's work colleagues, though they often said that they were really busy, but that I could come see them later. So, yeah. I don't
I'm just gonna
they're
start
always
walking.
busy though in meetings.
I,
But
as soon as Kai goes, I'm like right behind him.
At this point, Kara is gonna nod at the fork still in your hand. Nice trick.
thanks.
Let's
I made this last night. Well, and then I've got some more that I could do.
And she's
And
gonna hook the arm through yours.
I'm carrying the fork with me.
As you should. All
It's
right.
a looping 6-second sound.
I'm picturing just like do 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 do.
Yeah, that's probably pretty
do
accurate.
do 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 do
Uh-huh.
do do. Yeah. So as you all step out of the tavern into the very, very early morning air of Selgaunt, you notice that despite the fact that it's about 5:30ish in the morning, there's still several figures up and moving about. You notice as you step out, it catches your eye that there's a little pile of something silver and glinting right next to the steps of the tavern. And Felix, you see your ball bearings.
Totally forgot about those. Can you wait a minute, guys? I gotta get these. I'm gonna start picking them up.
They're in a nice pile. You can scoop them up pretty
Oh,
easily.
wonderful.
But someone got fed up with falling on them last night. So Felix, you scoop up your ball bearings. The rest of you amble down the street. You're not entirely sure where to go, but fortunately, Kara takes you. She knows exactly where she's going, and she takes you out into the more outer regions of the town of Selgaunt. As you travel, the houses get shorter and farther between and open up into more actual individual plots of land, usually with these small cottages, all very cookie cuttery. As you wander down the dusty road, eventually Kara comes to a stop outside an unassuming little cottage. It looks, if a little less well kept than some of the other cottages you pass by, it's still quaint, peeling blue paint, a charming brown wooden door, some flower boxes out front, and a little cobblestone path leading up to the front door. She turns around. Well, this is his place, so I'm going to go in, but how do you all feel about breaking and entering?
Why would we break and enter if we're going to our friend's house? We can just knock on the door.
This friend likes to play games of hide and seek. We have to look for him.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take out my thieves' tools and pick the lock.
All right, roll a dex check for me.
That is a 15.
15. Yeah, it's not an overly difficult lock to pick. You work at it a little bit, mumbling to yourself, keeping up the steady stream, talking to the lock, because, locks get lonely, and you
Absolutely.
click the lock, and the door swings open.
Okay, and then you turn it right, and then you turn it left, and okay, there we go. All right, so
That's
come
when
out
you
where
hear,
what?
what are you doing? And you
What's
all
your
turn
name?
around, and you see a little boy standing there staring at you, mouth open. He has a disheveled crop of reddish hair and a splash of freckles across his face. He seems to be about 4 or 5, and he's running around along with a long stick and a wooden wheel that's slowly fallen against the ground as he stares at you. Why are you going in there?
Oh, you're not very good at hide and seek, are you? You're supposed to be inside the house.
Oh, that's not my house. My house is that one, and he points across the street.
Oh, guys, we have the wrong house.
Are you coming to visit?
Yeah,
Are you
you
friends with
said that.
Mommy?
Well, yeah,
Here,
they
here,
said that we're gonna visit
and
our
he's
friends.
gonna
All
latch
right.
onto your arm.
I'm just walking inside.
Wait, where are you going? Wait, we're going this way.
Yeah, we're going that way.
I'm gonna tap Kara on the shoulder, and I'm gonna go, "Good luck with that one." As I also follow Kai into the house.
Just
All right. She's going to follow you. She's going to follow you, whispering like, and follow you into the house. At this point, you see Felix, two big blue eyes look up at you, and he's like, "Where you going, Mister?"
I don't know. They said we're going to a friend's house. Maybe.
I've never seen
are you?
any of you before. Are you friends with Mr. Judd?
Is that his name? Just?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I heard Mommy was telling me not to go over there anymore, just because They say that he's not a good person anymore. But
Well, they just all said that we're friends with him.
well, then maybe he is a good person.
He
Haven't
probably
seen
is a good
Saba in
person
a
because
while, so
all
I
of
don't
these
really
guys
know.
are good people too. I think I met them yesterday, but I feel I have a pretty good grasp on who's good and who's not because everyone's good.
He says good people
So
don't break things, and you broke his door.
I didn't break anything. We're just playing hide and seek.
See, can I play?
Yeah, of course. Come on, let's go.
All right, as you.
I'm sorry, but before Felix and the other kid can run into the house together, I'm like, well, Felix, friend, we can't all play hide and seek right now. We can come back later and play hide and seek, but just right now, you, me, and everyone else, we need to go into the house, okay?
But she just said we're playing hide and seek.
She said we're
You
playing
feel a
hide
little
and
tug
seek.
on your arm, Mister. I'm a boy, Mister.
No,
Mister, I'm a boy.
I was talking about that lady with the red in the red. She said we're
Oh,
playing hide and
she
seek.
had a
Don't
lot
worry.
of knives.
I I told her to be careful about the knives. I don't know why she didn't leave them.
You know, my mommy says that people with knives are dangerous. Does
Oh, it's
Mister
okay.
Felix have knives?
I don't have any knives. I don't have any type of weapons at
Yeah.
all.
Well, I mean, that's good. Are we
Yeah.
still playing hide and seek?
Yeah, come on.
No. We're not all playing hide and seek right now. Listen, not we don't all carry weapons. I don't know about them. I don't carry weapons. But what I do carry, and I flick out a card in my hand and show it off to the kid. I said, I do carry these. Now,
Oh, he
the
does a
next
pretty cool card trick.
I know. I can show you a couple later. But right now, I want you to hold onto this card for you, okay? And next time you see us here, we can play hide and seek. We can play another game we want to, okay? And Felix will be here with me.
But that's what Saba said, and she hasn't been back all week.
Who said?
Saba said. She and I used to play hide and seek all the time. I know all the best hiding spots in his house.
Oh, really?
There's the one in the cupboard. You can't find anyone in there. If you hide in the pot and then you pull the pot down on top of you. And she never found me. It's my secret spot. But she hasn't been back in a while.
Well, how about this? We only play one round of hide and seek. And after that, you're gonna have to go back home. You have to be with mom, okay?
Okay.
But I do want you to hold on to this, and I just hand him one of the playing cards. Okay, you ready?
He walks past you into the house.
Yep, we all go into the house.
He's disappearing into the house. All right. As you step into the darkened house of Just Locks, the first thing you notice is that it seems empty. And not just physically. There's furniture. There's pretty furnishings everywhere. There are cushioned couches and the kitchen is fully stocked. But it seems there's no keepsakes. There's no mementos. There's no sketches of family members. There's no paintings. There's no little tokens. There's not much to show individuality of the owner of this house. It's almost sad. At some point, you walk past the banister and you do see a tiny little painting that seems to be, you recognize the face of Just and some woman standing next to him. And with them is the small figure of Saba. You can walk further into the house. It's one floor, a couple of rooms. There's a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom, a bathroom. It's not overly big, but it's there. Those of you who walked into the house first, Kai, Kara, and Reese, you notice as you step into the house, you go to move into another room and a little figure pushes past you, gunning for the kitchen. You hear a door open and then the banging of pots and pans and then a door closed. And then a little...
I'm going to immediately like I'm gonna slowly turn my head. I guess as Treos and Felix walk through the door.
Hello.
I just shrug with both my arms. I'm like, they knew the
We
best
found
hiding
someone else
spots.
to play with us. So
Great. Thanks.
yeah. They said that it's supposed to be Just's house. Is that the friend that we're looking for?
Yes, it is. And now, Felix, can I give you an important job?
Sure.
So you know how we're looking for Just here.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that thing that you did earlier where you were able to see the magic from the necklace?
Oh, sure. And you see like almost like an ocean wave crashes through his eyes. Um, and the whole like house scans for anything magic. I can see just for reference, um, uh, I have a little bit of a different setup for detect magic. I can see penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, like lead, or 3 feet of dirt and wood.
Okay. How range wise, how far does it go?
The range is a 30 feet radius around me, but
Okay.
it's going to be up for the entire time we're in the house.
As you wander through the house, you don't really see anything magical. It's not. It doesn't. Nothing really sets off your magical spidey senses. At some point, you turn your head and you thought you caught a glimpse of something, but when you actually turned to face the wall, it was just an empty wall. Um, but as you move closer, eventually you move from room to room. You move into the kitchen and you hear a little. Um, and looking out the kitchen window, the back of the house opens up into a long expanse of rolling hills. All the hills surrounding Selgaunt, and just his backyard goes opens up and then goes straight up into a hill. But at the base of the hill, you see something glowing purple, just little wisps here and there. A large, a large stone, about 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall, and couple feet wide, toppled onto its side, seeming cracked and broken, and remnants of other stones seem to be scattered around in a circle around it at the base. It looks to be some sort of ancient stone circle site right here in the backyard, and little, very, very faint wisps of purple and red and kaleidoscopic chaos magic swirl around just the center stone.
Remember how I
Um,
mentioned chaos magic guys with the necklace?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's around me or not.
I would be
it's
following
a
around
small
after
house. If you're
asking
saying
you
it
to
loud
check.
enough, they can hear you.
Yeah. But there's a lot of it back here.
Where?
Here, and I point to the stone.
So you all can gather in the kitchen and look, and Felix points out towards the back where this broken down stone circle stands. And you don't see the chaos magic, but you do see the central palm stone toppled over on its side.
I'm
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
At that, Kara, without even saying anything, strides right outside and goes to the backyard.
I'm gonna pull the necklace out of my pocket. Is it doing anything weird?
Not right now.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and at Kai and Treus and Felix and
After Kara has split or gone to the stones, I'm going to look at Reese and say, do you want to change where the necklace is so that she's not as aware?
I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna give it to Kai.
I'm going to put it in my bag.
Okay.
And before we walk out there, can I tell where the giggling is coming from?
Absolutely. Very easily. It's the cabinet right underneath you.
I'm gonna open the cabinet and do whatever I need to do to find the kid. I don't know where he is
Yeah,
hiding
you open
exactly,
the
but
cabinet, and at first it looks like just a cabinet of pots and pans, and then you see a giant stew pot in the back with the top just a little askew, and you hear a little gasp.
so I'm gonna slide it, or I guess like pick it up and slide it off.
You see a little head pop up. Oh,
That was a really good spot. It took us a while to find you. That was a good spot.
now I have to find a new spot. You haven't
I
seen the
want.
closet. And he takes off
Wait,
after
wait.
you.
Before he takes off, I'm gonna wait.
That's actually the last round of hide and seek we can play today.
But 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 none of you hid. What if I close my eyes and you all hide?
Look, how about this? We'll come
One,
back to.
two.
Wait. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. What if we come back tomorrow and we play hide and seek with you? And we can
Huh?
hide and you can find us. Promise.
You're not gonna disappear? Like,
No, we won't. Remember the card I gave you? You hold on to the card, and we
yeah,
can play again. Okay?
okay. And then after a moment, his little face goes serious. And he looks up at you with these big eyes and goes, "Are you gonna find Sava?"
We're gonna try.
Okay. And he turns to you, Treos, and holds out the card. Can you give her this
I just,
when you find her?
I just reach out, grab the card. Of course. I'll make sure she gets this.
Okay. You better come back tomorrow. You promised. Good. Bye. And then he scatters out.
I'm going to head back to the stones where Tara has gone.
Yeah. You can step out, and the air is slightly cool. The sun is a little higher. It's starting to get warm-ish for this time of year. As you make your way over towards the base of the hill where these standing stones used to be. You see Kara. She's sort of knelt down next to the palm stone and propped her elbows on her knees. She's just looking at it. At some point, she shakes her head. It's amazing. And when you look at the palm stone, you see symbols carved into it. Some sort of ancient runic symbol. You don't recognize the language, but from deep within, either deep within the stone or from the symbols themselves, there's a very, very faint purple glow. Saba just sort of pushes herself to her feet. Never thought I'd see it. I mean, they say human souls have the last bit of chaos magic in this world.
Really? I didn't read that anywhere in the book.
Well, they were wrong. It's
Huh.
here. Look at it.
Okay.
And as you make your way, the rest of you make your way out to the stone. Those of you who have seen the necklace, you do recognize one of the symbols in the stone is a swirling circular shape with branches stretching out, tendrils swooping up into a point, exactly like pendant.
I'm gonna look back at Reese and just like not saying it out loud, but just kind of give the eyes of like, do I do it?
I'm gonna look back with like a not yet almost look.
before I turn to Kara and go, "What is it?"
Supposedly, the stones around here were made back when the druids actually had access to chaos magic. I think, at least my best guess, is that it's left over from that time. Maybe there's still some semblance of chaos magic that remains. And these ones, at least, I don't know about the others. But why does he have a necklace?
I'm going to look at Felix and say, Felix,
Yeah,
you said your parents work at a college, right?
just my dad.
What college is it?
It's the one in Mulhessen.
Okay. Have you ever heard your dad talk about anything called chaos remnants?
Chaos what?
Remnants.
Um, have I?
Your father's work is not along those lines. If he has an administrative role,
Yeah.
and when he does do academia, it's along different lines. You have heard other professors. You've heard the word thrown around every now and then, specifically among professors in the history department, but some in the scientific advancements.
My dad has never mentioned it once. However, I remember Professor, I think it was oh gosh, I don't remember her name anymore, but she was pretty cool. She did like history of magic and stuff. Um, well, she was like talking about it. I heard she was in his office, and then she would just like blurted out, but like just for like a little bit. But I don't know if that was about like actually this, or maybe she was just talking about something else, you know?
Do you have any way to communicate with your father?
Uh, I guess we could talk to Bart.
Like right now or in the future?
Well, yeah, we can just go to him.
No. Well, we'll do it another time.
Okay. Yeah.
Do any of us know anything about chaos remnants?
I mean, you know, kind of the urban myth that is the Bigfoot-esque urban myth that is chaos magic. Sometimes chaos remnants is the term used to describe items that are imbued with chaos magic. More often than not, in fact, pretty much 99 to 100% of the time, someone claims to have a chaos remnant, and it's like, look at my great grandfather's old pocket watch, and there's no chaos to it. There's it's become a little bit of a red herring, something along the lines of people claim to have it, and the more people who claim to have it, the more people claim to have it. And as of yet, you've all yet to have heard of anyone who actually has come in contact with chaos magic.
The knife that I got from just at the shop, is it doing anything right now? Like when I put my hand in it in my pocket, is it vibrating?
It is not.
Humming? Nothing.
Is it
It is
magical?
not. It is. Yes. You do see a magical dagger inside Treos's pocket.
Wait, I thought you
More
said you didn't have.
importantly, you don't see a magical dagger, you see a magical cloth.
What's that?
Hmm? What?
What type of magic is it?
Let me look up the types of magic. Damn you, Felix.
I know. I know.
Now you're thinking what we're all thinking.
It is, believe it or not, divination.
What's that in your pocket?
In my pocket, and I just kind of pat my sides nonchalantly.
Oh, right here. You must be having trouble finding it. I'm gonna go reach for it.
Before his hand can even get into the pocket, I've already grabbed it out. My claws almost come out, retracted, and then slowly go back to my hand. I don't know. Might have been some old coins or dirt, and I just
No, that's magic for sure. If you don't know about it, that's probably pretty dangerous. So we should probably get that checked out.
I mean, do you know anyone that knows more about magic?
I'm pretty good with magic sometimes. If you, well, kind of.
Hmm. Okay. Well, can you take a look at this real quick? And I just pull out the cloth and see if
Sure.
I can cover up the knife as best I can in my hand so he can't see through it.
So so I can. Do I see that the cloth itself is not magic then?
The cloth is the magic one.
Mm-hmm.
The cloth is magic. Oh, what is that? And then
Uh, just a hanky, I think. I don't know.
it's definitely magic. Um, what's the school called? Divination. It's called divination magic. So it's
The,
got some sort of, yeah.
the kind that blows up? The kind that
No,
turns invisible?
that's that's evocation. Evocation is like when they create like fire and stuff, and uh, illusion is the one that makes things pretend like this, and you see a cat run across the stones, except it's not a cat, it's just minor illusion. Um, and that's divination, like telling the future.
Telling the future.
I don't know how a cloth would do that though.
Your answer's good as mine.
Does it have any markings on it? And I'm gonna try to look closely at it.
You see a purple cloth that seems to shimmer with some sort of textile magic woven into the cloth, but it doesn't have any markings on it. It's
Can I get an
a small little pocket square.
can I get an idea of what it might be able to do?
How much does detect magic tell you?
Nothing, but I was hoping to make
An informed guess?
yes, based off
Roll
of
an Arcana check for me.
that is an 18.
So you don't know exactly what it will do. That being said, or how to activate it. That being said, it seems like it's not necessarily the cloth that can do the magic thing so much as that the cloth can transmit a brief magical ability
Do I
when
think it's
rubbed on
dangerous
something.
at all?
I mean, it came with a knife, but the knife seems more dangerous to you.
Did I see the knife?
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
So you don't think
Okay,
it's dangerous.
cool.
Could be a
I think you're
handkerchief that makes
probably
it stop
safe.
sneezing. So
I think it's probably safe, but it's a good thing that we checked.
Oh, well, I appreciate the help.
We can talk to. I'm sure someone else knows more than I do.
Probably. We can find them if we need help.
Okay. Wait, why are we all out here? I thought we were
are you
trying
two
to
done?
find juice. Just?
Jess is
Yes?
not here.
Then why are we looking for him here?
We're looking for someone else.
Who?
We're looking for the friend of the kid that we played hide and seek with.
Saba?
Aura sighs and pulls out the missing girl poster. Passes it over to Felix.
Uh-oh. I'll take a look at it.
While he's looking at that, I'm gonna point at the symbol on the rock that is a similar symbol to the pendant. And I'm gonna look at Kara, because Kara has seen the pendant. And I'm gonna go, does that look familiar to you?
No? It might be so much easier if I could see the pendant. Then I could answer for sure.
I'm gonna like pat my pockets. And then like give it like a shocked like,
You lost
Well,
the pendant. You lost the pendant.
yeah, it seems that way.
God help me, if you are hiding it somewhere else, please at least say that.
He's not gonna say anything.
She's going to storm off back into the house.
As soon as she's gone, I'm gonna look at Kai, and I'm gonna nod.
And I'm just gonna pull it out of the bag and say, I'm trusting you on this. I don't see a reason to discredit her.
I'm still
And
wary about you.
I'm gonna put the pendant into the similar fitting area because I assume that
You put
it's
it
I
on.
assume it's similar fitting area.
Yes, it is. You're putting it in? Okay.
Yes.
As you watch, it slots straight in the rune with a sound. And then, up until now, only Felix had really been able to see the swirls of chaos magic. You could see this faint pulsating purple glow. But as you watch, the purple glow gets bigger and brighter. And then from underneath the palm stone, a kaleidoscopic colored mist starts to swirl around all of your feet. And then the mist turns into a cloud, and then the cloud turns into a storm, enveloping you in this strangely sweet-smelling smoke. And this swirling cloud curls around you, and you feel the ground disappear beneath your feet, and suddenly you can't see anything. It goes black. The world is swirling, and you get this overwhelming sense of dizzying vertigo before you all hit solid ground. You open your eyes, and as the smoke dissipates, you find yourselves in a strange space. It almost seems to be as if you feel as if you're floating. Your limbs feel lighter. The air around you is simultaneously cold and pricks you with these little sparks of warmth. It's like your entire bodies are tingling. And you look up, and in front of you, you see a towering heap of deep obsidian stretching high into the sky. But then you see the sky, and the sky is this deep purple with clouds of black. And around you, on the platform that you stand, is nothing but cloud.
Whoa. That's
As you
crazy.
watch, two figures amble into view at the front of the gate. They seem to be heavy armored. They walk past and they turn around. You are a good 200 feet away from the front of this keep. But it seems to be, at the very least, guarded by these two figures. And behind you, the path stretches on until it disappears into a similar swirling cloud of purple.
I'm going to grab Felix by the arm and say, Felix, I need you to listen to me.
Huh?
Where we are going might not be safe.
Okay.
We've left the game of hide and go seek.
Right. I picked up on that when you made her mad and then she stormed off.
Yeah. So there might be people who try to hurt us here. I'm going to
Why?
pull out a hand axe, hand it to Felix and say, I just need you to be able to defend yourself. They, in a way, we are playing hide and seek, trying to find Saba. But it's not her that is hiding. People are hiding her. And we don't know if they want to hurt us because we're trying to find her.
Why would they want to hurt us because we're trying to find her? We're not doing something wrong, are we?
No, they're doing something wrong. They're not playing fair.
What if we just let them know that they're doing something wrong? They probably don't want to be doing something wrong in the first place.
No, they do.
We can
I
just
don't I just need to know that if someone attacks you, that you will defend yourself.
Uh, I don't want to hurt anyone though.
If you have to defend yourself, can you do that?
I have never touched one of these in my life.
Do you have anything else that will help you to defend yourself? Anything that you can make? Any potions? Any?
Um, we can. Um, uh, I don't know. I have a bag of potions, but I'm not quite sure what they all do.
Well, just hold on to that hand axe and promise me that you will defend yourself if people attack.
I'll just let them know that it's wrong, but sure. Okay. I okay, thanks. I really appreciate this. I'm gonna keep it in my
No,
bottle.
keep it on you, not in your bottle.
Where am I supposed to put this?
I'll hold on to it until you need it.
Okay, thanks.
At this point, Trios and Reese, what's going through your brain?
How
Reese probably immediately drew his sword, um, and is taking like a defensive position. He looks calm and composed, but on the inside he's freaking out.
how tall were these guards or knights? Like they're just towering over us.
Oh, the knights look to be humanoid.
Okay.
The guards, they look to be humanoid. They're fairly bulky, but also it's hard to tell under their armor. The keep itself is stretches the one steeple of the keep stretches high into the sky, and there's a long wall corralling it inside with the courtyard that you can see just beyond.
Okay.
It's hard to make out all the details here because you're so far away, but it's the only thing here and it rises into the sky. So it's hard to miss.
Okay. The only thing going through Treo's head is just the feeling of like immense it's like immense fear and the world closing in on him. Even the like vast nothingness and darkness of this place, it just feels some sort of pressure closing in on him. And he knows if anything breaks out in the fight, he is going to break. Like he will be scared.
Okay. So we have 3 people pretending to be collected and calm, and one holding an axe he's never used before.
Oh no, I gave that back. I didn't.
Yeah,
This is yeah. This is the coolest place I've ever seen, though.
It is
I'm
pretty
going
cool.
to I'm going to just kind of like be ready. I'm not going to take any weapons out, but I'm going to start walking up to the guards.
You're walking
Hello.
up the guards?
Yeah.
All right. As you make your way closer, is everyone else following, or is this just Kai? Okay. As you make your way closer, your footsteps echo strangely in the weird non-space that you are currently existing in. But at about 100 feet away, the guards at the gate turn, and you see them draw their weapons. You hear muffled shouts from within the keep. At this point, I would like you to either engage with them or roll initiative.
I will try and talk first. I'll try and
You'll try and
engage.
talk first. What are
Yeah.
you saying?
We mean no harm. We don't know how we got here. Where are we?
Your voice echoes across the space, and at some point, you hear silent muttering as they talk among themselves, and one of them steps forward. Who are you?
My name is Mal. We just I don't even know who these people are. I just got stuck with them a day ago.
You're not
We
with
just
Jedrick?
I don't even know who that is.
At that, they're all going to draw their. You see 3 heads peek up from on top of the wall, arrows notched, and they're going to draw their swords. And they're done talking. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Thought I was onto something there.
The last time I said I was a friend of someone, we almost got killed.
It's all okay. Everything is fine. It's all
Yeah,
fine.
everything's fine. Oh.
This sounds great from Treos.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's hear 25 to 20.
Dirty, stinky, poo-poo 20.
All right. What am I doing? And then, you got 20?
Mm-hmm.
20 to 15.
19.
Okay.
18.
Okay. 18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Felix, come on. Felix.
That would have been a 5.
Oh, no. Okay.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
it makes sense for the story.
That's true. Felix is probably the least likely to go and attack them. Wait, so we got 18 or 19, 16? Is that what you guys had?
Yeah.
I have a 20.
Reese has 20. I have
Mhm.
19.
19.
Treos has 18.
18, not 16. And then they got 13.
Write that
And then
down. They have 13. Write that down. They have 13. Write that down. Write that down.
Some of them. Not all of them.
Hopefully.
All right. And as they draw their swords and the arrows point straight at your chest, that is where we are going to take our break.
Ooh.